Hello viewers, welcome to Notes Hunting. In this video, I am going to explain the topic ion exchange process from the subject engineering chemistry under the unit water and its treatment. Before entering into the topic, we need to know about the term softening or conditioning. The process of removing hardness producing salts from water is known as softening or conditioning of water. It can be done by external and internal conditioning methods. The external conditioning method involves the removal of hardness producing salts from the water before feeding it into the boiler. It can be done by two processes, namely ion exchange process and zeolite process. In this video, I am going to explain the steps involved in the ion exchange process. It is also known as demineralization process. This process removes both anions and cations present in hot water. Zeolite process produces soft water in which it is free from the hardness producing ions such as calcium and magnesium ions, but it contains other ions like sodium, potassium, sulfate and chloride ion. But demineralization process produces water which is free from both anions and cations. Thus we can tell that a soft water is not a demineralized water, whereas a demineralized water is a soft water. Some of the hardness producing salts are calcium chloride, calcium sulfate, calcium bicarbonate, magnesium chloride, magnesium sulfate, magnesium bicarbonate and so on. Sodium chloride, sodium sulfate, potassium chloride, potassium sulfate are some examples of salts which do not produce hardness. Ion exchange resins are used in this process. They are long chain cross-linked and insoluble organic polymers with a microporous structure. The ion exchange properties is because of the functional groups attached to the chains. The two types of ion exchange resins used are cation ion exchange resin and anion exchange resin. It is also known as cation and anion exchanges. In cation exchanger, the resins contain acidic functional groups. These resins are capable of exchanging their hydrogen ions with other cations of hard water. They are generally represented as RH2. Some examples of cation exchange resins are sulfonated coals and sulfonated polystyrenes. In anion exchanger, the resins contain basic functional groups. They are capable of exchanging their anions with other anions of hard water. They are generally represented as ROH2. Cross-linked quaternary ammonium salts and urea formaldehyde resin are some examples of anion exchange resins. In this slide, we are watching the ion exchange resins, which are also known as beads. They are constructed by a polymeric resin or gel. Its average diameter is 0.3 to 1.2 mm. They can have either cationic or anionic functional groups attached to the surface. The demineralization process is explained in this diagram. Raw water is passed through the cation exchanger chamber. All the positive ions are replaced by H plus ions. Then positive ions free water is passed through the anion exchanger. Here all the negative ions get replaced by OH minus ions. The resultant water obtained from the anion exchanger is completely free from positive and negative ions. So the hydrogen ions produced by cation exchanger react with the hydroxide ions released by anion exchanger to form water molecules. This water is called demineralized water. What we are looking here is the cation exchange resin. Initially, this resin is composed of hydrogen ions which are indicated in blue color. While passing the raw water through it, the positive hydrogen ions get replaced by other positive ions like calcium, magnesium, potassium and sodium. They are indicated in red color here. Continuous process leads to the exhaustion of positive hydrogen ions in the resins. They can be replaced by passing the hydrochloric acid through the resins, which results in the replacement of positive hydrogen ions in the resins and discharge of other ions such as calcium chloride, magnesium chloride, sodium chloride and so on. Now, let me explain the process briefly. In this step, the hot water is allowed to pass through the cation exchange column. Here, Ions present in the water such as calcium chloride, magnesium sulfate and sodium chloride are reacted with RH2 present in the resin. They produce acids such as hydrochloric acids and sulfuric acid and absorbs RCa, RMg and RNA2. Then the released acids are allowed to pass through the anion exchange column. Here they react with the ROH2 ions present in the anion exchange resins. ROH2 is converted into water molecules and RCl2 and RSO4 separately. The water coming out of the anion exchanger is completely free from cations and anions. This water is known as the demineralized water. Now I am going to explain the regeneration process. We can regenerate the cation exchanger when it is exhausted by passing the dilute hydrochloric acid or dilute sulfuric acid through it. They react with the RCa, RMg and RNA2 and produces RH2 and calcium chloride, magnesium chloride and sodium chloride. Thus, again RH2 is retained in the resin. Similarly, when the anion exchanger resin is exhausted, it can be regenerated by passing dilute sodium hydroxide through it. It reacts with RCl2 and RSO4 and produces ROH2 and sodium chloride and sodium sulfate ions. Thus, ROH is again retained in the anion exchange resin. Some advantages and disadvantages of ion exchange process are given here. Water obtained from this process can be used in high pressure boilers. We can treat highly acidic or alkaline water by this process. Pure water with a hardness as low as 2 ppm can be produced by this water. These are some advantages. This method is more expensive. It cannot be used for turbid water because they clog the resins. Iron and manganese cannot be removed because they form complexes with the resins present in the exchanges. These are some disadvantages of this method. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, kindly give a like and subscribe our channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon to get notifications about our latest uploads. If you need any videos from the subjects of environmental science and engineering, engineering chemistry and computer science and engineering, please do comment us. Thank you. Bye.